Hey guys, it's Jason Tonelli here from Pacific Angler, and today we're going to talk about flashers, teaser heads, and bait. The mouth of the Fraser is going to open up in a couple days, and those staging Chinook are all about bait. Bait is king for those fish that are sitting right at the mouth of the freshwater. And what I'm going to do right now is walk you through some of our favorite Gibbs and Oki and Reese Davis teaser heads and different size bait, and what our guides are using down at the docks to get into those big fall Fraser Chinook. So we're usually fishing 25 to 75 feet. So as we go down through the water column, our tactics are going to change. So let's start at the surface. Up top, you're still getting a lot of UV, so we're going to focus on our more reflective flashers. In the recent years, Twisted Sister has been killer, Moon Jelly both sides, and some fluorescent Ready Orange and Kelly Green tape. That was a good one for coho, also a great one for Chinook up shallow. A couple of our other favorites are the Betsy or the Super Betsy with a glow stripe on the back, and then Derby Winner. So Derby Winner is kind of like a Betsy chartreuse blade, and again, some glow on the back. On our top rods in that 25 to 35 foot zone, probably no deeper than 45, these flashers excel. What I like to do with those ones is match them up with some chrome teaser heads. So we'll do a close-up on this a little bit later, but we have some chrome herringade, chrome green and blue, and chrome green chartreuse. Another one that's also excellent in the top water column is UV green. We go a little bit deeper, pushing into that 35, 45 down to about 55 foot zone. We're gonna make sure we have a little bit of glow on there. One of my favorites is Green Onion Glow. Nice and bright, glow stripe on the back. You know, that one paired up with UV green teaser head is a great one for sort of that mid water column. Once we get down to our deeper rods, so maybe you're stacking and you're fishing 65, 75, 2 rods on the rigger. So these would be your deeper rods. You want some glow. It's starting to get pretty dark down there. We have that Fraser River water up top that's going to soak up a lot of that sunlight. So when I'm down 65, 75 on my bottom rods, I want some glow. So some of our favorites, of course, the lemon lime, great color combo on the reflective tape and a chartreuse blade or a green blade, glow on the back. So make sure you charge those up a bit in the sun or with a UV light. A couple other really productive glow flashers, STS, which is a green blade with moon jelly and glow. Chartreuse Phantom, 2 different shades of moon jelly on there, chartreuse, original moon jelly and glow. And then of course, one of our favorites that we designed quite a few years back now, the Salty Dog with green moon jelly, chartreuse glow blade, and then some extra glow on the back. When you're fishing those deeper glow flashers, you want to use some glow teaser heads. So you can see UV green and chrome. Well, these ones are made with glow plastic, glow chartreuse splatter, glow green chartreuse, glow no bananas, glow green splatter, and another favorite, glow bloody nose. So what you can see, we're going to start off with a lot of flash, some chrome teaser heads into the UV flashers and UV teaser heads, down into the glow flashers and the glow teaser heads. So that's how we're going to alter our approach to those Chinook based on the water column. And let's talk about the bait. So there's a couple different kinds of teaser heads. When you're using some larger herring, we'll often use a super herring teaser head. That's the big guys. If you're using the blue, also known as the medium herring, and you want a big presentation, those are great. A lot of times we'll go down to a smaller, kind of like a small medium herring, depending on the brand. This is a Reese Davis, they call it a 7-inch. Sometimes it's also called a green. That refers to the size of the bait. A little bit smaller than those blue mediums. And those fish really well in the Reese Davis bullet roll. So if you're used to the Anchovy Classic, it's just a little bit bigger, and you can actually get that herring head in there and you can have a fantastic roll. That presentation is one of my favorites, but not a lot of people fish those, but give it a try with those herring. I think you'll really like the roll. And then we get into our classic anchovies, 5.5s if you can find them. Sometimes they're hard to find. Those are going to work perfect in your anchovy classics. You can get the larger 6-inch anchovies, which seem to actually be a little more common this year. That's not always the case. Those will work great in a classic anchovy teaser head, but they also fish really well in the bullet roll. So 3 different teaser heads, depending on the size of the bait, to customize what's going on, bigger presentations down to your smaller anchovies. And then salt. We have bulk proper brining salt, packaged, ready to go. Cut this open, sprinkle some in, that's called a dry brine, or we have bait buckets and you can put your bait and some salt in there and a little bit of salt water, brine those up, tighten up those scales, tighten up that bait, get ready for the fall Chinook season. If you don't want to tie your own leaders, no problem, we got them ready to go. Come down to the shop, we'll get you set up with the proper flashers, the proper leaders, the proper teaser heads, bait and salt. We'll see you out there September 1st.